Hey now, mess heads.
G'day, mess heads, welcome back. It's time for the Ultimate Epic Retro Game Room Tour 2016 edition. Yep. Hey, follow me on Twitter down below if you want my updates. But there we got there a 12-port power brick. Look at that. The power knobs there, you can twist them up and down as needed so you can fit all your AC adapters there to make more room. Plus some that are in the middle, and very nice surge protector I got there. Gang banging it. Yeah. There's something like 9 plugged into it. There's an extension cord running the PC Engine by itself, separate from that. Got more holes to plug things. Right there we have an 8-way composite switch. The TV has a component into it. And as S-Video is still available, the RF is hooked up with the Atari, and up to 8 things in the composite input available. Later I'm going to hook up a PlayStation 2. I have a slot on the 8-way switch there, or the component. First up, we have the Nintendo Entertainment System with the Everdrive N8. This thing's awesome. It supports save states, plays all your Nintendo games, mostly. Save anywhere, awesome. There we go. All your ROMs, hacks, you name it. We got our Sega Genesis with the Mega Everdrive. This is the more expensive model, and what's really cool about this one is it has save states. Save anywhere. Works for most games. Really awesome. And it plays some Game Gear games and every Sega Master System game. And if you plug in a 32X, it plays all 32X games as well. And right there, that's the reset button for Sega Master System games. And what I mean by save states, it saves literally anywhere, not just the games that have built-in save. Any game at all. There it is. Mega Drive, Master System. There's a 32X over there. Although I'm waiting for the patch cable to arrive from China to hook it up though. So it's not hooked up yet. We have the big cheese. The Super Nintendo Super Everdrive. Doesn't have save states, but it runs all your games, mostly. Except Star Fox, Mario Kart. You know, games that have special chips in them. We'll turn it on here. Bada boom! Translated games into English, hacks, regular ROMs. We have the Sega Saturn, and we got our Action Replay modded cartridge in it. Yes, I reprogrammed with a new BIOS the Sega Saturn Action Replay 4-in-1. What that normally does is it gives you extra RAM for games that require RAM to run. A lot of the fighting games have that. Save RAM, so you can back up your save data. What else? Region free. But what it does now is, I hacked it with new firmware. So what it does, it doesn't do any of that stuff anymore. All it does is, it'll run and burn games on regular CDs. Check this out. Inside we have Don Pachi. Excellent Sega Saturn game. The machine is not modified in any way. Region free, download game, no problem. We'll just switch over there. So now it boots up and says sudo Saturn loader. All you do is press A, boot game. Bada bing! We've loaded Don Patchy. Fucking worked great. So there are a few games that won't run that require the extra RAM. Unfortunately, I don't give a shit to play like Marvel vs. Capcom or Street Fighter type games, and a bunch of those type of fighting games require extra RAM cartridge. But I do have another RAM cartridge on the side, but that requires the real game. A TurboGrafx CD, TurboGrafx 16 Super CD system, Everdrive. It's actually that's actually called a PC Engine Duo. It's a Japanese version of the Turbo Duo. Plays TurboGrafx games, PC Engine games, and all the CD games for both systems. Because I have the Everdrive with all the ROMs on it, region free, so all ROMs will work. And it has no copy protection on the disc, so out of the box you can play any CD game for TurboGrafx or PC Engine. There you go. TurboGrafx games. Bada bing. This is lots of gaming options here for sure. Now we have our Nintendo 64 with the Everdrive 64. Ha! The internet says the Everdrive 64 works with every game, but I don't know if the internet's right on that. I can say if it's not 100%, it's almost. I've heard conflicting reports. I don't know if there's any game that doesn't work on it. This is the version 2.5 Everdrive 64. It doesn't have a clock. Kaboom! Atari 2600. Kaboom, the best game on Atari. The only reason why I have the system is so I can play Kaboom on it. So I don't need the $100 flash cartridge for that. Although it exists. I got some really sweet paddles for that too. Just the other day, I went to the retro game store in town, and for $10, I took a gamble. I bought them. I hope they would work good, and they do. They work perfect. They're not jittery at all. Really nice. There's no way to play the emulator or any other way properly. You need the paddles to properly play it. So that's the real piece of hardware worth having. Now my new PlayStation 1. Even though it has Final Fantasy IX in it, a real disc, this actually has a mod chip. So it'll play any bird games as well. Just trust me on that. That's just the nearest disc I had when I just installed that the other day. I haven't actually played it yet. But it does work. I have tested it with burn games. You know what I'm saying? There we go. PlayStation. And for completeness, let's just show off the Atari. We'll turn it on real fast. Switch over to RF. Kaboom! Ka-fucking boom! So much fun. Taking the glory. Thumbs up for glory holes. Here we go to Steam Link. That lets you stream the PC games from the PC over to the big TV. The big 65-inch television. There's the big TV for the modern stuff. Yeah, it works really well, that Steam Link. As long as you plug cable and don't use wireless. Got my amiibos for decorations. Some open, some not. There's Mega Man. We get the Wii U. We got the PlayStation 3. Downstairs we got Dreamcast, batteries, Wavebird, GameCube controllers. Bunch of burned Dreamcast games. We got our modified Nintendo Wii over there. It plays all the games off the USB stick plugged in the back. It's got a bunch of emulators on it. We have 2 wireless Wavebirds plugs into it, which are awesome. I love them. Big Bad Cat's memory card. 10 Table full of a bunch of spare controllers, Wii remotes, Motion Plus, Wii U, Smash Brothers, PS3, Wii U games. We got our retro game chair. We got our massage chair, which is removable. It's a massager thing. You sit on it. It's awesome. Plugs in back there. Spare computer parts. Spare systems. There's our PlayStation Vita TV we have. Or they call it PlayStation TV. So that's cool. It gets better than that. There's more. Let's take a look. I'll show you something real neat. You gotta check it out. We got our Super Nintendo running here. What is that in the back? Something in port 1. What is that? What is that? What is this? This is a Wii U Pro Controller. What does that have to do with a Super Nintendo? It can't be anything. Check this out. This is awesome. You hit the button. Look at that. Watch this. Yeah? That's right. We have Bluetooth for our Super Nintendo. Goes down, it goes down. Audio is a little bit out of sync. Don't worry about that. Cool, eh? Load and start. We can actually load and play with the awesome Wii U Pro Controller. It's an 8-bit DOE Bluetooth wireless adapter. Take note, look over here though too. My 8-bit NES also has one. Use your PS4, your Wii U Pro Controller, and others as well. I'm doing one hand and with a phone, so it's not going to play too well, but I'll just real quick push the buttons and make it go choo choo.
He's gonna go get a whore, isn't he? In the arcade, I'm pretty sure that was a whore or booze. Oh, you got a whore. You got some of that pussy. So you got the vagine. So yeah, we're playing that with that. It gets better still. Don't think it's over yet.
Don't think it's over yet. It gets better still. I got my top shelf reserved for like extra games, spindles of discs, NES Zapper. Gotta play Duck Hunt. Gotta love Duck Hunt, right? If there's one thing I always want to have is Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt, so much fun. 6-button awesome Genesis controller, spare controllers, Xbox 360 wire for Steam Link. We got Sega Saturn analog stick for Nights into Dreams. We got our NES Advantage 8-bit. Need that for Fester's Quest. Can of Air. Oh, and Blaster Master. Can of Air for cleaning shit. Wii remote with a cool controller shell for playing like Super Mario and Kirby and all that. Nice sideways remote stuff. It's great. 6-button Sega pad, directional pad. Get your isopropyl now. You gotta have isopropyl alcohol for cleaning shit. Xbox 360 wireless pad for the Steam Link. And of course, Shovel Knight is on guard. Shovel Knight, protect me from any crooks who might break in and steal my shit. There's an interesting fact about Shovel Knight. You guys gotta know this. The company that put them out, Yacht Club Games, they didn't put an RFID blocker thing in there in the bottom of it. So this is the only amiibo you can use while it remains in the box. So for collectors, you do not have to open up your Shovel Knight. Very nice of them. And for our PlayStation 1, we're using our wireless Logitech PS2 controller, which works in the PS1, and it's fucking really good. I recommend you get on eBay while you can and get yourself 2 of these. It's so comfortable D-pad compared to the original. So much better. And right there in the box, we got a spare laser for my PC Engine Duo Super CD system. Just in case I'll need a laser in the future. I got it ordered, I got it bought, and I have it on my shelf. Now what I've done here, this is cool. Since my chair is here, and my TV's right there, I have this table here. And I can slide it out, so I can pull a system off the shelf and put the system on the table. There's plenty of slack in the cords. That I can drag the table over there, so that way I can reach the reset button and the off switch and everything. So I don't gotta get up off my fat ass while playing a game, and I can play different games and operate the system while sitting. So that's really cool. And then when I'm done, I can slide it back and put it back on the shelf. Here, the HD Retrovision component cables for Super Nintendo. What? These are exciting. These are brand new. This is the HD Retrovision. HD cables for Super Nintendo. They had a Kickstarter. I missed it, but I ordered some that they made an extra batch. This is incredible what this is. 2016 just came out. And what it does, it takes your RGB out of the back of the Super Nintendo, and then it converts to component, which is almost no loss in quality. So right there, you see those 5 wires? Your R, your G, your B, your white, and your red. So it takes a 240p signal, nearly perfect, and outputs it via component for the best possible quality. The only other way to get an equal or even a slightly better picture is to get a RGB cable with a SCART cable, and then a SCART switch, and then an adapter and a SCHM adapter, and big pain in the ass because we don't have SCART in Canada natively. So there's one cable, you plug it in, boom. Last time I checked, they don't have them available, unfortunately, but maybe a little more in the future. Now the 240p signal, what I've been reading on the internet is it's not exactly standard. Not every TV supports it. So they do warn you before you buy it. They tell you how to test your TV first. There's a test you should do to see if your TV can handle the 240p signal component. There used to be a band that big, about that big, that would scroll slowly through my screen as I played. Scroll with the composite. And what it would do is, especially when the screen went black and dark, I would see this band moving, and you couldn't really tell in game when the game was up and bright. So it still looked pretty good, but it was really frustrating seeing that ugly band. But now it's crisp and clear, and you don't see any of that shit. Just awesome. The detail and crisp and clear. Not to mention, it frees up a port on my 8-way switch. Here we got a mouse and keyboard wireless for the Steam Link. That's an awesome fucking thing too. Mouse pad. There's from my old DVDs there just lying around. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Spaceballs, Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. That sounds like a gay porn. Enter the Fist. Steve-O Automobile, Austin Powers, Gold member. Oh, and Titus Season 3. It's a random selection. Great stuff. And now here we're going to show off all the different systems running all at once. Here we have Kaboom. And we're going to flick through them all. Everything's turned on all at once. There's the PlayStation 1 with Ray Storm. I'm just going to show a couple seconds for each one and hit all the buttons and show you how they're all running at once. Let's go from switch to switch. Boom, boom, boom. What do we got there? There's Space Mega Force on the Super Nintendo. Yeah. Part of the LS series. Actually, it's called Super LS in Japan. Great game. Over to Kaboom, and now we're on, what is this? Sega. Hit a button. Here we have Sonic 2. Classic. Boom. Don Pachi on the Sega Saturn. There's Don Pachi. Good times. We'll hit a button in a second. See the next thing. Type A. Journey to Silius. Taking the music now. Actually, you can't. I added the music out. Or no, I didn't. Now we have TurboGrafx, Bonk's Adventure. Hit the button, boom, boom, boom. Every system's available. So convenient. Here we have Wave Race for the Nintendo 64. Man, I've been dreaming about having a setup like this for years. I've been putting this setup together for about a year. There we have Raystorm, PlayStation 1. If you're still watching and you like the video, hit the thumbs up button and share it if you want to on the Facebook or on the Twitter. If you like what you see and if you got a room tour, fucking reply below.
And finally, I wired up a splitter, so I got not only my awesome, beautiful CRT over there, but a splitter also outputs to my 65-inch LCD screen, in case I have the urge or the need or whatever to play it on there. But more accurately, though, the real reason I did it, because now it outputs to the big stereo receiver there, because the TV outputs the optical audio, so I can have nice, loud, awesome music, even if I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at my small CRT, but it's got the music from the stereo. There it is.
That's my room tour. Later, motherfuckers.